Let's talk about some techniques you can use to help drive audience engagement. Engaged learners are going to learn a lot more because they're paying attention. It also is helpful to engage people who are unconsciously incompetent. The more engaged they feel, the more likely they are to let down their guard and be willing to learn. Let's talk about some specific techniques you can use. Begin by getting to know your audience. You can do this as people arrive by introducing yourself, asking them some questions, but an even more effective technique would be to reach out to your audience members, your participants, before the class. Understanding more about their context will make it easier for you to bring in examples that engage them, that relate to them, that make them feel, yeah, there's something for me to learn from this. You also can engage people by setting the right environment. Getting to the class early, having the room properly prepared, having some music on. So arrive, it feels like a positive, energetic environment. They are being greeted by you. You're introducing them to people who've already arrived. So they feel really welcome and they feel like this is going to be a positive place. You can also make sure to use participants' names. Now, sometimes you may forget someone's name. That's what name tags are for, and name cards in front. Write them neatly, boldly, large, so they can be seen from a long distance away. And if you're not sure how to pronounce someone's name, just be candid and say, I'm so sorry. It's a beautiful name. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. Could you repeat that for me again? People will actually appreciate your effort to do that. Now, there's 3 types of participants you need to learn how to manage effectively. The first are over-enthusiastic participants. This is the person who is so eager and wants to answer all the questions. I know, teacher, call on me. And that's fantastic. We love enthusiasm. But sometimes what happens is it takes all the oxygen out of the room, leaving none for anyone else. So what you can do is a couple of things. 1, call on other people by name, people you have not heard from. You can also set up group activities and ask that people take turns being the spokesperson from the group for each activity. This way everyone gets a chance. And another thing you can do is just pull the person aside discreetly during a break and say, I am really excited by your level of enthusiasm. That's fantastic. One of the things I want to do is to make sure everyone else is having a chance to be engaged. So I just want you to know that sometimes I'm not going to call on you. I'm going to ask other people because I really want everyone to be involved. And usually they'll say, oh, that's cool. I totally get it. Thanks. What do you do about people who are cynical or think they are too cool for school and know it all? Doing a really effective opening, a really strong what's in it for me, helping people move from the unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence should help address this. But also setting a ground rule during the introduction, emphasizing that people will get out of this class what they put into it, should also help the cynicism. But you can also pull people aside during a break and have a tactful conversation and say, look, you aren't required to be here. If you really don't think this is valuable, then go ahead and leave. But the cynical comments you're making are making it harder for everyone else to get value from this. And usually that will help manage the disruption. Now, the third type of participant you may need to work with is someone who's quiet or shy, and they're just not speaking out. Now, some people are more introverted and they don't want to speak out, and that's fine. But I would encourage you to greet people as they arrive, use their name, use pair activity, group activity to get these people engaged, and to also do some calling on people by name. Okay, Paul, I haven't heard much from you, so let me ask you a question, and then proceed with the question. And if necessary, you can also have a discreet, tactful conversation with them during a break and say, hey, I notice you're not speaking up much. I just wanted to check in and see, is everything okay? And let them know that you would like to engage them more so that other people have a chance to learn from their valuable perspective and experience. So try these techniques and think about how you can practice them when you are facilitating your class so that everyone is engaged and learns from each other.